this morning because of purpose and destiny. See, God only deals in purpose and destiny. He doesn't care about all of our fleshly feelings. He created us for a purpose. And his only design for us as individuals is for us to fulfill the purpose that he created us for. So when he puts you in a position for a purpose to be fulfilled for that particular hour, season of your life, it may look to you like it's a tribulation or a trial or a trouble or a challenge or a struggle, but to him all he sees is purpose and destiny being fulfilled. So what we have to do is, what I'm learning is, we have to come to a place where we have to lay our burdens upon his shoulders and trust him. And in doing that, what I'm learning is we have to come to a place to really, truly fear God. I've been on this journey a long time. A long time. From 5 years old, they had me at the altar praying, calling Jesus with saliva coming out of my mouth. And they say, the harder you call him, the more you receive him. I've been giving tithes since that time. And sometimes when you start this journey at an early age, some things become a ritual and religious. And we can say all the right things, and we can raise our hands, and we can show up to church and be faithful. And we start to really, really lose the true reverence for who God is. And when he say go left, we slowly turn left. Then we look left. Then we think about, do we want to go left? We turn back straight. Get distracted. And then move on to the next thing. Get caught up in some fleshly thing. And miss that assignment. And we find ourselves that we're not fearing God. And then man will tell us to do something, and we jump and run and get it done. So we're finding ourselves fearing man more than we're fearing God. But I have come to a place based on some experiences that I've seen. And growing up, I'm the youngest of 7 girls and 1 boy in a family. And I learned a lot because I had 7 sisters, and by watching their mistakes, I would say, okay, I saw them stumble there. I'm not going to stumble over that same brick because I saw them stumble there. And I've now saw some experiences of some things that are happening in churches, and some things that happen to people leaders that are happening on this spiritual walk. And I'm starting to say, are people really fearing God? And rather than keep my focus on worrying about whether people are fearing God, I looked at myself and saying, am I fearing God? When you see somebody, when a prophet and an apostle go into a church and give a church a word and say to the church, say that God say, if you don't get your agenda straight, everyone working in this building, don't get your agenda straight, God say, I'm going to move you some kind of way. And then 6 weeks later, 3 people in that particular church died, not changed churches, died within a 2-week period. You got to look at yourself. I'm looking at myself. And I'm saying, am I fearing God? It becomes a wake-up call. And I start asking God, give me instructions. How do I know that I'm fearing God? And God just sitting there say, well, the way that you really find out if you're fearing Him is, first of all, because it goes right back to the foundation of love. He gave me John 15:13. He said, there is no greater love than to lay down one's life for a friend. See, this ministry is all about touching one another. Touching one another. Touching those who come in here and touching them through love. Through God's love that flows through you. And everything in His purpose is being fulfilled by loving. Everything, His whole purpose in you to fulfill destiny is based on a foundation of love. So perfect love, striving to have perfect love. The Bible says perfect love casts out all fear. So having the fear of God is having perfect love for your brother or sister. Laying down your life for someone else. Giving up yourself in a spirit of humility for someone else. Most assignments, if you really get to the bottom of it, when God is telling you something to do, it is in a spirit of humility, giving of yourself for someone else as a tool of His love here on earth. To God be the glory. I'm asking you to reflect this week as we go into revival, to really reflect and ask yourself, or ask God to show you, am I really fearing you, God? Amen. Amen. To God be the glory.